Poor people. What do you wish wealthy people would understand? I was 9 the first time I realized my family was poor. It wasn't like we were starving or homeless. We had a house, rented, not owned, and we always had rice and lentils. But I remember sitting in the backseat of my friend's mom's SUV, looking at the touchscreen GPS and heated leather seats, and realizing I had never seen a car like that up close. I didn't even know car seats could be warm. Our car had rust spots, and the back windows didn't roll down. At home, the heat was a luxury. My mom kept it off most of the winter, and we wore our coats inside. I didn't think much of it. That was just how it was. But the first time I stayed over at a rich friend's house, someone who had 2 living parents, both with jobs in central air, I couldn't believe how warm everything was. Their bathroom was heated. They had a second fridge just for drinks. I kept asking if I could have another juice box just to go open the fridge again. That friend's mom told my mom she should just budget better. I heard her say it. I remember because it made my mom quiet for the rest of the drive home. She stared straight ahead, jaw clenched. When we got home, she didn't cook dinner. She just sat at the kitchen table with her face in her hands. People think being poor is just about not having money, but it's time, it's stress. It's walking an hour to work when your car breaks down because you can't afford repairs, then getting yelled at for being late. It's pretending you forgot your lunch when you're actually skipping a meal so your kid can eat. It's running out of toothpaste and praying a hotel sample will last until Friday. My mom used to pawn her wedding ring almost monthly. She'd take it off, go to the pawn shop, get $60 for groceries or the electric bill, and then buy it back when her paycheck came. It was like her own emergency credit card. I never saw her wear it longer than a week at a time. One Christmas, she couldn't get it back. We had no tree that year. I cried in the bathroom because I thought Christmas didn't come if you didn't have a tree. She gave me a toy from the dollar store and said Santa had to make special deliveries to certain houses. I believed her. I didn't realize until years later she'd chosen to pay our gas bill instead. I got a full-ride scholarship to college. I was the only person in my immediate family to graduate high school. I showed up with 1 suitcase and a laptop my mom's friend gave me. And I remember watching the other students' parents help them unpack brand new comforters and hang fairy lights in their dorms. My roommate's parents brought a rug. Who brings a rug to a dorm? She offered to split it with me. I told her I was allergic to rugs. She looked confused, but let it go. Being around wealthy people in college was a constant lesson in what I didn't know. I didn't know what Patagonia was. I didn't know you were supposed to bring your own bed sheets to hotels. I didn't know people had weekly therapists. I didn't know you could just Venmo someone money instantly. I thought credit scores were like school grades. Above 90 was good. In sophomore year, I had a professor ask why I never participated in the study abroad program. I told him I couldn't afford it, and he said, but it's only $4,000. He wasn't being cruel. He genuinely thought that was a reasonable answer. I nodded and said I'd think about it. Then I went back to my dorm and cried into my thrifted pillow. My roommates would throw away food because it had been in the fridge too long. I'd eat it. They left Amazon boxes unopened. They used Postmates like it was a microwave. Once, a girl left a $20 bill in the laundry room because she didn't feel like going back upstairs to get change. I stood outside staring at it for 10 minutes before I picked it up. I used it to buy groceries for the week. After college, I got a decent job. Salary, benefits, health insurance. I cried the first time I went to the doctor and didn't have to calculate how much the visit would cost in my head. I got a cavity filled and didn't need to ask if I could pay in installments. I walked out holding the receipt like it was proof of something. Still, I didn't feel rich. I felt safe for the first time in my life, but I was always one bad week away from slipping back. My mom still worked 2 jobs. My little brother was in trade school and barely making it. I sent money home. I always would. Once, a coworker complained that his parents bought him the wrong car for graduation. I smiled and nodded. Then I ate my leftover rice and beans in the break room because I didn't want to spend $14 on a salad like everyone else. The thing I wish wealthy people understood is that we're not lazy. We're not stupid. We're tired. We've been problem solving since we were kids. Figuring out which bills to pay late, how to stretch one meal across 3 days, how to make secondhand clothes look new. We know how to hustle. We just don't have safety nets. We don't have parents who can spot us a down payment or bail us out when things go bad. We don't have time for yoga or therapy or hobbies. We have side gigs and ride shares and sleeping with one eye open. We don't dream of yachts. We dream of not checking our bank accounts before we swipe our cards. And above all, we remember every warm bathroom, every full tank of gas, every time the power stayed on. It all sticks with you. It never leaves.